Good morning, welcome. My name is Teresa Patterson, and I am the Executive Director of Public and Legislative Relations for the district. And I'm very pleased to introduce our panel. First, we have Senator Jack Scott. Jack Scott is the state senator from the 21st District. Senator Scott serves as chair of the Senate Committee on Education, which considers all legislative measures dealing with K-12 education and the state's colleges and universities. In January 2009, Senator Scott will embark on another chapter of his impressive career when he assumes the role of Chancellor for the California Community College System. Senator Scott will bring years of experience as both a legislator and a community college leader, and we are very excited and fortunate to have him.
I'm very excited about all that you're doing here, particularly in the area of workforce development. You have become a model for the entire state. 80% of all undergraduates in California are attending the California Community Colleges. California Community Colleges is really the people's college. As a student of American history, and I think of that phrase in the Declaration of Independence, all men are created equal. Now that phrase, all men are created equal, and of course we would change it today to say all men and women are created equal. But really what that is a commitment to equal opportunity. And it is the community college that gives the equality of opportunity in higher education. And I'm particularly interested in that part of the community college that has to do with career technical education. 70% of all nurses in California come from the community colleges. When I went to the legislature, one of the aims I had, one of the things that was in my mind was that I was going to be a voice for education, and particularly for the community college. So I was privileged to author Senate Bill 70, which is kind of the premier bill that deals with career technical education. Now what does Senate Bill 70 do? Well, it's a bill that was specifically designed to expand certificate programs in community colleges. So if we compete in this global economy, we've got to educate people. By 2020 in California, it's estimated that 39% of the jobs should have a bachelor's degree. But the rate at which we're turning out graduates in California in higher education, only 33% will be at that level of education. So we've really got to get to work. We've got a real challenge in front of us in terms of the economy. I like to talk about good news, but every once in a while I like to talk about real news. And the real news is that our economy is in difficulty. It's not in such difficulty that I think we can't pull our way out of it, but it's going to impact community colleges. It won't impact community colleges from the standpoint that we'll have fewer customers. The reality is we'll have more customers. When times are hard, people go to the community college because many of them are unemployed, or maybe they've been laid off and they want to find a new career, or they realize that they need to study in order to prepare themselves. But it's going to impact us as community colleges in terms of the state revenue. In fact, the legislative analysts followed up the governor's bad news by telling us that, well, that's really true. We're going to have a budget deficit probably of around $10 billion this year, and maybe as much as 12 or 13 billion the next year. And it could get worse. And so we recognize the dip in the stock market and the other things that are happening are very frightful. I think some of you, perhaps if you had a 401k, it's now 201k. And I'm confident that America, California, Fresno, and the community colleges are going to make their way through it. I am so pleased to look out in this audience and realize that the community colleges have so many business partners. It's great to be here at breakfast like this morning. It's great to know that State Center Community College District has such wonderful support here in the community. As I look around and I read about all the great programs that exist in Fresno, City College and in Regent College, I just want to say, keep doing it. You're going in the right direction, and if, as the new Chancellor of California Community Colleges, if I can do anything to help, I'll continue to do so.